So now the recording is in the progress. I'll share the screen with you guys. Uh, I hope you can see the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I hope that. Like, let me just present it properly. Bring it to the floor. What can you read there? Ronit, can you please read it for me because you love reading. I know that you can read.
How to describe your typical day, talking about your morning to evening routine, and discuss health, healthy habit and lifestyle choose for students
Choices for students.
choices.
No problem, no problem. There is no issue with that. Now you see, when he spoke this part, you know, what Indians do or what we do, Indians, as Indians, we try to actually think it like life will end after this. I will have to speak it accurately. It's not mandatory. Whatever way, but your style has to be, free. So when the Canadians speak, how do they speak? How to describe your typical day, talk about your morning or the evening routine, and discuss healthy habits and the lifestyle choices for students. They try to actually enjoy speaking. When I used to meet customers at my workplace, how do they meet me? They start saying like they always, hey, how are you? I never heard such things, in back in India. Hey, how are you? Uh, for example, I have met the person for the first time, and the person is meeting me like, the person knows me from ages, thousands of the ages. He knows me, and hey, how are you? Like I would say, like in the first 3 4 days, I used to keep laughing, you know, what to say. So I would say always, I'm good. How about you? Or something like. And then I started doing it in after one month or 2 months. Hey, how are you guys? Oh, hey buddy, how are you? Like we started talking like that. We became so friendly, you know and sometimes the person is angry, and you have to see the face of the person. And then if you are going to say, hey buddy, how are you, if you will say that, you won't get a favorable reply. Definitely the person is not going to give you good reply. Okay, so that's the thing. There should be intent of answering. If you don't have the intent of answering in a positive tone, you know and then I would say that uh, you should remove that bad habit, or improve your habit of actually speaking in that tone. So there has to be enjoyment. Whatever number of classmates that I have here in my class, they all enjoy speaking. Like whomsoever speaks English, they speak really well. From Punjab, like especially many of the classmates who are my close friends, or I can call them good friends, they speak from heart. So when you speak from heart, you enjoy it. Ronit, you're a good one. Okay, always keep saying yourself every morning that I am a good person, I can speak English really well, so I don't need to worry about like what people say. And yeah, one thing that we need to improve from, like, or get rid from, is bad habits like speaking abusive words, or using some high pitched tone. I used to have the habit of that one in the class. Also, I was speaking like that. I'm giving the speech on the stage. It's not like that. Life is not like that. Life is very, very, patient phenomena. It's a very patient phenomena. We should enjoy that. So now the topic is, as you can see that, all of you can see that, like, what's the topic? We have the topic like how to describe your typical day. You got the task on the hand. Talk about your morning and the evening routine. Okay, talk about the morning and the evening routine, and discuss healthy habits and lifestyle choices for students. Lifestyle choices for students, that's my task, actually discuss healthy habits and the lifestyle choices for students. That I will do. Don't worry about that. But you know why we have taken this task right now? That's also the part of IELTS exam. You know, that's also the part of IELTS exam. And as I promised your ma'am that I will have the grammar class, so we're gonna have the grammar session on that only. Can you please tell me, when you will describe your typical day, what grammar aspect is going to be touched? What are we going to discuss about? If you have any clue about it, anything that you have in mind, you can actually talk about that. Any clue? If you got the answer, you can actually switch onto the mic and speak. Otherwise, it's okay. You can try, give it a try. There is no issue in replying. There is no right or wrong answer. Let me tell you, there's no right or wrong answer. Have the courage to come up and speak. That's it. Have the courage to come up and speak. There is no right or wrong answer. If you have anything to say about it, just speak about it. The grammar topic that we're gonna touch, I will write thereafter. Hmm? No answer? Tense.
So present.
Yeah. Now you're on the track. You're on the track now. What we are going to talk about is the tense. And our answer, whatever answer you will frame, that would end up in present indefinite tense. You know what is present indefinite tense? Anybody who has a clue can speak it out. Okay, I'll just change that one. Present indefinite tense. What is present indefinite tense? Anybody who has a clue? Because I know that it is a boring thing. I'm not going to make it that boring. We're gonna frame answer, and then we're gonna, talk about that, your statements and all that. Yeah, anybody?
In which we talk about daily routine,
Yeah, yeah,
universal.
yeah, yeah. We talk about the daily routine. We talk about the typical day. We talk about, our morning and evening routine. We can talk about anything like which is regular, something which is regular in the present time, something that we do every day, every evening, every morning, everything which is repeated every day in the present time will be spoken in the present indefinite tense. So that is why whenever you are going to frame this answer, whatever answer you're going to speak, that answer has to be spoken and only in present indefinite tense. So whatever statements that you're going to make, those statements must be always in the present indefinite tense, present indefinite tense. So I would request you guys to think about it. Like, somehow I will help you out. Don't worry, I'll help you out in that. So first of all, you see that what's written over there. What's written? Like, describing your typical day includes beginning with the explaining what time you usually wake up and how you start your day. And whenever you frame your answer, that has to be a practical answer, that has to be a true answer, that has to be authentic. That has to be authentic. Authentic means, what is authentic? Anybody? What is authentic? Anybody? Don't find anywhere, please. Genuine. It means genuine. It's genuine. Authentic means something which is genuine. So when you describe your typical day, obviously your answer has to be genuine answer. It should not be like something you are, cramming, or something you are actually copying it from anywhere. It should be genuine answer that you can talk about, like every day what you do every day. Begin explaining what time you usually wake up. When do you wake up, Ronit? Ronit? Ronit has gone to the washroom, I think, without even asking. Okay. Anyways, so Mehak or Nishta?
Sir, on weekdays, usually around 6 a.m. and on weekends, it's a bit late, like 9:30 or 10.
On weekends, up to 9 o'clock, and on weekdays.
So usually around 6 o'clock.
Yeah, you used a beautiful thing over there. What was that? What was that? Usually.
Sir, usually
Usually. What is usually?
आमतौर पे.
आम तौर पे, generally, or we can have any other word, generally. Okay. Or any other thing that you can use, that's up to you. I mean to say that adverbials are very important. My roommate is actually singing song, and the time is 11:30. He's singing song loudly. We are like that only. We enjoy our life here. So uh, we say usually or generally, you can start your answer with that also. Usually, you see, made pauses over there. My internet is hello. Am I audible?
So yes.
Okay. 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 Fine. So whenever you start your answer, you can start with usually or generally, or something like every day. I believe I feel I get up at around 6 o'clock. So when you give I get up at around 6 o'clock every day, so it is like, you know I learnt it, I made it, and then I spoke it. But when you speak it naturally, it should come with little bit of pause also. People say that taking pause is wrong. I say that taking pause is something which makes you natural. But pauses has to be authentic pauses. Pauses also are genuine pauses. Pauses are not like you are thinking about it and then these are coming. Usually, I think I get up at 6 o'clock, but on the weekdays, I believe I get the time to sleep more, so that's why I get up at 9 o'clock. Yeah, very clear answer. There is nothing to be worried about, like what people will say and what examiner would say that, yeah, the answer was short or something like that. Like, whatever is the genuine answer that you have spoken about that. That's the main thing. So, Nishtha, when do you wake up and how you start your day?
So firstly, I wake up and then I go to washroom
Okay. When do you
and
wake up? What's the time?
so 5:30.
5:30 a.m. Like a lot of time you have for doing lots of chores. Like you can go for exercise. Do you drink water early in the morning? People used to have the habit of drinking water early in the morning.
So yes.
Yeah, that's good. So keeping yourself hydrated is good. And drinking 2 liters of water, people used to say a lot of things about it. Ronit,
Yes, sir.
keep your camera on. I would like to see you, you know, I miss you a lot. So that's why. So answer, please. When do you wake up and how do you start your day? As she said that I used to wake up at 5:30, 5:30. It gives a lot of time to you. And then she goes for washroom. What do you do?
Sir, I normally wake up in at 6 a.m. But
Mm-hmm.
sometime I woke up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, I really like that. Normally, I normally wake up at 6 a.m. You said?
So yes,
And when on what occasions you get up at 5?
sir, when there is any holiday.
Yeah, you are anti-clock. You know, people when they have holiday or the break, they they love to sleep more and you love to get up early. Why so? Why is it so?
Sir, because I have to go to gym.
Oh, muscular. Ham muscular. Spectacular. He's a bachelor. Okay, yeah, got it. So that's good. So you go for gym.
Yes, sir.
You do what kind of gym exercises?
Sir, like chest, back, bicep, tricep, shoulder, leg, and
Ev-
abs.
is it every day or you focus on one particular
Sir,
portion every day?
timetable.
You got a timetable. That's good. But when we start generally, we start with a mix exercise for 1 week, and then when our bodies open up, then we start with one portion each, like our whatever triceps or whatever biceps. I don't know. Like I don't have. Sorry.
So yes,
I don't have. So that's why I can't speak about it. Yeah, yeah, you're doing a good thing to you, but be aware of the kind of products that are there in the market to actually enhance your body or something like that, muscles and all that. Do not eat something like that from India.
so no, I am not eating any product. I am
That's
simply
good.
eating a simple diet.
That's a good thing. And even let me tell you, like the people who are the gym lovers, they love to speak English. Let me tell you, the people who are the gym lovers, they love to actually make timetables, and their timetables used to have lines, those tag lines that get up at this time, do some push-ups, and then such things they write about. You know, I don't know, like squats. Do you do squats?
So yes,
How many?
30.
30. That's good. In one go, or how many sets of 30?
Sir, in one go.
How many sets of 30? Or only one
Sir,
set?
sir, 2, 3 set.
2, 3 sets. And do you feel any kind of like pain in your thighs then?
Sir, sometimes, but in the morning, I didn't feel any pain.
Do you do any warm up exercises?
Sir, no.
But I think you should go for it. Like firstly, we should warm up our body, and then we need to pick up something heavy.
Sir, normally I do pull-ups, but
That's good. Okay, you're on the right track. That's good. So I can't say that much because I'm so heavy built. I can't say that. So that's why. So okay, that's good. That's good to hear that. Um, Nista, did you get the idea that what can be the possible answer? What you could have spoken more instead of saying that I go for this. Think like, how can I elaborate more? How can I give more in my answer? What can I add up in my answer? So you have to think of that. Did you get my point?
Okay, sir. So yes.
Yeah. So if you will get a chance again to speak on the same, then what would you say? What would you add up? Like, what are the different other activities that I can speak about? Like, think of that. Okay. Okay, Mehak. Like, other part, let me tell you that the whole thing is a cue card. There is a certain activity called as cue card. I will write over there. Okay, and that cue card used to be of usually 3 to 4 questions related to that. But here we are not talking about that one. We are talking about the normal questions. I'm not talking about the cue card. Cue card is a very lengthy process to be explained also, and there are different other ways to actually handle that cue card. I think Mehak had done that before also in my institute when we and even Ronit had done that. They tried their level best, and I know that they can like you have to speak for 2 minutes continuously on the given topic, and you have to actually elaborate those things. When do you wake up? What do you like getting up early in the morning? Okay, what are the benefits of actually that? Do you find it helpful or something like that? It's like framing your reference to context the way your teachers used to tell you that make questions yourself, you know. The same thing is you have to elaborate your answers with the supporting ideas. How we make the supporting ideas, we can talk about that later. Now what I'm trying to tell you is whatever statements that you have spoken for the first question, did you notice that you have spoken only and only the present indefinite tense? The terms, when these terms are written usually, generally, normally, okay, they always take present indefinite. Okay, they always take, like, what's the basic structure of that? Let me just write it over there. What's the basic structure of the present indefinite? Subject, then, can anybody tell? What is their verbs first form? S or es in case of singular subject?
Plus ing.
Ing also. Ing, I don't think so. Ing is not there. Ing is not there. Okay. And then object. Ing, why ing is not there? Mehak, can you please tell us that why there is no ing? Or Ronit, if you can tell Nishta that why ing cannot be there in this case. Because basically when we're trying to make a difference between the present indefinite and the present continuous, if ing is used, it means to say that it is in the continuous form. If ing is used with verbs of first form, it always make a continuous tense, whether it is perfect continuous, whether it is or it is a continuous tense in any tense, whether it is present continuous or present perfect continuous, it would be ing used with the main verb. But here a clear indication for the present indefinite is like we use s or es with the verbs first form only when the subject is a singular subject. When I talk about myself, if I say that if I say I will never take s or es with it. Like I wake up at 5:30. You said 5:30. I wake up at 5:30. So in wake up, I did not write s with e. Okay, I did not say I wakes up at 5:30. I wrote only I wake up at 5:30. Okay, or like if there is a different subject, he, then here would be wakes up, because subject is singular. I told you when there is a singular subject, we will use s or es with the main verb in the present indefinite. I he wakes up at 5:30. Usually adverb can be in the beginning or adverb can be at the last, and the positioning of adverb is also another chapter and another chapter in your syllabus, let me tell you. So you can understand that one from the chapter itself, and And we will talk about that from your perspective, that how it goes in your classes and who is teaching you the English grammar and how they are actually dealing with it properly or not. Okay, he wakes up at 5:30 usually. Okay, and the full stop, then it will become a sentence. But if I'll keep it like that, then it is not a sentence. If I'll put a full stop, which is known as, what we call it in English, period. Okay, we call it a period. So full stop is known as a period in English grammar, remember that. So that's a basic way of writing. So he wakes up at 5:30 usually, then, and when we put a comma after then, it means a pause, a short pause. Then he goes for the gym. Then he goes for the gym, or he makes his way to the gym. I can write different thing also. He makes his way to the gym or gymnasium. Okay, that all depends upon the person to person and how they will actually answer that. But ultimately, what I want to tell you is the tense used here is present indefinite. So whenever somebody asks you about your typical day itself means that everyday routine. When somebody is asking about your routine, routine itself means that every day, every now and then, morning, evening, whichsoever time they are asking about, but they are asking about the routine. If the routine is to be spoken about, present indefinite tense has to be used in that particular case. So did you get it, all of you, three of you? I hope so. Mehak, are you there?
Yes, sir.
I thought that you had gone somewhere. Okay.
No.
Hmm. Okay, Nishta is having a problem with the, I think, internet, facing the problem a great deal. Okay, now the next question we have is, talk about your daily activities such as attending schools, classes, or any other commitments you have. Now I would start with that one. Okay, keep your cameras on. Okay, keep your cameras on. Keep your cameras on. Okay, Ronit, just give me the answer. Like, what do you do every day? Like, how do you spend your time?
Sir, at 6 a.m. I woke up, then I go to washroom, then do brush, then take bath, then ready for school. Then at 7 a.m. I go to bus stop to go to school, and then uh, uh, at 2 p.m. I came back from school, then take lunch, then take some rest, then at 4 p.m. I go for tuitions, then at 6 p.m. I came from tuition, then I go to gym.
Hmm. It's like narrating something like you have written somewhere, and then you are actually rehearsing it, and then you are speaking it. It's not like that. I'm saying that it has to be good one. Enjoy yourself when you are speaking an answer. Let me give you the answer, one demo for that one. It will be recorded and it will be uploaded on YouTube, so you can see the way it has to be. So generally when I wake up at around 4:30. Let me tell you about my schedule in Canada. So when I wake up, first thing that I do is, like, I go for the washroom, and then I just fresh up myself, and then I get up from the what we say that laziness. Okay, get out of the laziness and go for a run, a little bit of run around the neighborhood. So I go for a little bit of jogging, it means to say. So when I come back, after that, what I do is I make my breakfast ready, so that whenever I would be ready with my bathing, or I would be done with my getting ready for my work, then I would just go for my breakfast. Okay, I would go for my breakfast, and I would have already everything set up, and I eat it, and then I will make my way to the workplace. So I would spend around 7 to 8 hours at my workplace, talking with my manager, talking with my like colleagues, and having some beautiful customers who are going to give me valuable suggestions about how to improve my living standards in Canada, and how can I actually get into this process of learning and teaching in the schools. I would ask those questions to the customers, as well as those lofty discussions with my manager about how to deal with the life in Canada would give me a lot of pleasure as well as momentum, so that I would keep myself positive and motivated. I won't feel bad about it, that how much I'm earning or something, less or more. Then thereafter would be my class, evening class. It would start around 5 o'clock, and before that, I forgot to tell, I would do one thing, like every day I would take mm, like like some of the fruits with me. I would carry them in my bag and carry them along at my college. When I will reach my college, there would be 15 minutes break in between those 4 hours period of time. Like 5 to 9, I used to have the college. 5 o'clock in the evening it starts, and 9 o'clock at night it ends. And when it ends up at 9, I'll take my bus at 9:15. And I remember the name of the bus also. The name of the bus is a blue bus, Saint, which goes to the Saint Norbert. And then reaching back at home at 9:30 or 9:34, or sometimes it takes more time or delays. And then then I make my dinner ready, and usually in my dinner I eat like a pauper, a backer, or something like who has less thing to eat. So I do not eat that much, but I believe that one should eat up to the fill, or up to the, like, whatever their heart says. But it all depends, like whether you do exercise after that or not. I eat less just because I do not go for that much of the long walk in the evening. So that is why I eat less, and then I go to my bed, or make some timetable or schedule for the next day, and how I'm going to proceed with my next day. So everything is natural, this is the way I live my life. It's not like I need to make the statement. I'm imagining everything before me. Everything is flashing before my eyes before I speak it before you. Okay. There can be mistakes, I know that. To err is human and to forgive is divine, let me tell you. To make mistakes in life is a human phenomena. Forgiving is up to God. The God will forgive me for those mistakes, but I'm trying my level best. I mean to say that if you are natural, you can go with the flow, and there I have used multiple tenses also, mix of the tenses as well. Got it? So that's the thing that I'm talking about. Like, I know that that is missing in your school days nowadays. I know that how the things are going on. I'm not going to talk about that because I don't want to record those things. Okay, but still, if you are willing to actually explain those, you are all welcome. You know, but I will have to publish that video later on. Remember that. Okay. Now, Now, you see, when we start talking about attending schools, do you like attending the schools nowadays? Think of the real answer, and do not give any kind of answer which can spoil your image or spoil your you know systems. Okay, now I know that everything is like school life is the best life. For me, school life was the best life. In my time, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I enjoyed it thoroughly because there were lots of activities that I did. My sister was alive, let me tell you. The best thing was that my father, my sister were there already. I really loved their company. They used to guide me a lot during those days, school days, and how should I proceed with everything. So that's why that time was beautiful time. I really love that time. And those friends, some of them are here in Canada. They have never met me yet. Some of them are in America. So like one of my best friends, like I called him on Facebook, and he was very happy to hear my voice, and he said that, where are you? I said that I'm in Canada. He said that, the best thing, this is the best thing that I have heard about you. So you have done the right thing. Do not, yeah, like, you know he said that now you do not waste your time or something like that. So that's how the life was. I really loved my life during my school days. I know that you would be doing that same thing in your life also. I would be having the same, asking you like that, how do you attend the school, and what kind of commitments that you have. Here, commitments means like, what are the different schedules that you have set up with that, schooling. Got it? So now we will be before actually giving the answers, Ronit, these are the three mistakes that are there on the screen. Can you see that?
So yes,
You said woke up. Present tense, wake up. Came back. I came back from the school. Came back. I come back. आता हूँ. I come back. आया. I came back. Okay. Came from. मैं आया. और मैं आता हूँ. I come from. Okay. So that's there. And one more thing. One thing which is repeated is came, come, and all that. I arrived. I reached. You can use other words also. Okay. Try to find those words to be, the natural words that can be the part of your vocabulary. Just add them up in your systems. I mean to say, in brain. Okay. Now, before actually moving further, I would ask Mehak and Nishta the same things, like school activities and all that, attending schools and all that. Same thing goes for Ronit also. Who would start? Akkad bakkad bambe bo, sinabe pure so. Okay, so now we will start with Mehak. Okay, Mehak is going to reply first, then Nishta, and then Ronit. Okay, and let me tell you, this is the first slide of my like PowerPoint presentation. Okay, um, it's around 12 o'clock. I'm giving you 10 minutes more. Thereafter, I will have to sleep, because if I will not sleep early, I will not wake up early. So that's why within 10 minutes, you are going to reply this. Okay. Talk about your daily activities, such as attending schools, classes, or any other commitments you have. What do you like? If you're talking about your attending school, that what do you like about attending the school, and what are the different classes that you have, and which class is the most what we say that anticipated class, or which is the most what we say beneficial class that you have every day in school. Okay, so I'm giving you the clue for that. So Mehak, go for it.
I start my day by waking up at around 6 a.m. and like I after taking a bath, I just have my breakfast and I catch my bus. Usually, I'm late for catching the bus, and then I go for attending my school. which I actually don't like to attend because nowadays school is like uh, getting monotonous day by day. And
Mm-hmm.
but the fun thing is that like we can meet our friends. We have the group studies also, so
Mm-hmm.
that's why I like the school.
Okay.
So around 2 o'clock, I reach back at home. I Me and my brother is usually alone, and then I cook for him, and we have lunch. After that, I have a power nap around for an hour or 1.5 hour, and then I went to my tuitions, and then in the evening I go to the ground to play football, or for a long walk I go, and then I came back home, have my dinner, and just for entertainment I go for movie, my homeworks. That's
Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. That's a good try. Okay, but you say that like I really liked one point that was where you said that group study. I really like the group study. What happens in the school that you really like about is the group study where all the kids are sitting together, and they're just sharing their ideas and all that. But when you say that went to and came back, I was astonished. I was astonished and surprised at the second form of verb. How can you use when you're talking about the usual events that happens every day? Okay, so I hope so that you can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, now now Nishta, you can go about it.
So I want to talk about the classes, about the school, and I go to school daily,
Mm-hmm.
and there I feel good. And the most beneficial class in the school is of maths, because
Mm-hmm.
in that class we have group studies also.
Mm-hmm.
And then the most, we can say, interesting class is of bio, because
Mm-hmm.
that's a experimental class.
Mm-hmm.
Experiments there in that class. And
Mm-hmm.
most entertaining classes of, we can say, chemistry, because I
Mm-hmm.
love that.
Okay.
And this much I want to tell about you,
Okay. About me.
about the class.
It's okay. Okay. So this much I would like to talk about my classes. So my classes, you can say that. Okay. Um, Maths, biology, chemistry. Maths you like for a reason. What was the reason for maths?
Sir, firstly, I don't like the math, but that's interesting.
That's interesting.
Sometimes, sometime when I'm bored at home, that at that time I like
When I
the
feel
math.
the when I feel the boredom, or I feel like I'm a little lazy, then I just pick up my pen and start doing maths, and it is more interesting to me. I believe that doing calculations can make you a great problem solver. When you actually solve different stuffs in maths, then makes you a problem solver, and make you analytical in nature as well. You will make yourself a great mathematicians like Aryabhat. Okay, so somehow maths is something that gets on my nerves, but still I really like maths because calculations actually makes me feel proud of, because I remember my father used to tell me every day very basic things, that you need to know the tables up to 25. Normally, basically, you should know the tables till 25, so that you can calculate the basic stuffs in your life easily. So doing different stuffs, and like or reverse counting also is a good fun, when we do reverse counting. In biology you said that experiments. I think in biology it's more about life, it's more about cells, It's more about embryos. It's more about mitochondria. I remember that mitochondria, amoeba, paramecium. Lots of stuff was there in the biology. But as far as experiments are concerned, more experiments are there in physics
Chemistry.
and chemistry. In chemistry, there is a lot of reaction. There is a lot of coagulation of the stuff and making mixtures and the using elements and all that stuff. So yeah, that's a good thing that you spoke about. All the three stuffs that I talked about, like beneficial, interesting, and all that stuff. And that's a great thing that I really liked about it. Okay, that's good. Now the last person, Ronit. Yeah, what would you say?
Sir, no words.
No, that's great. That's great. There are people like you, like who makes a class interesting. I really like such people. Who give their one flash answer, and the class is fully alive just because of you. No words. Okay, no words. So, can you please tell me any class that you like the most? Ran away. My God. Ran away. He came back. Yeah, yeah. Actually, the internet problem. No issue. So, Ronit,
Yes, sir.
I thought that you ran away.
No, no. Sir, network problem.
Okay. So, Ronit, let me know that which class you like the most in your school. He ran away again. I don't know what is he doing. He ran away. He came back. He came he came back. Yeah, Ronit. Answer the question. I have already asked a question.
Sir, what is the question? Please repeat again.
Don't run away, okay? Now, now, don't run away. So I said that which is your most interesting class, and which class do you like the most in school?
Sir,
He's taking a lot of time. Ronit,
mostly
mostly.
history and geography.
History. I was just waiting for the history. I have written. My mistake. My bad. History and geography. When Ashok sir or Savita ma'am, if they will watch your answer, then definitely they will be asking you a lot of questions. But somehow Ashok sir is not going to ask you any question. You are free from that. I know that. But he will be very proud of that. And ma'am is also going to be very proud of you that you have said the two subjects. And we would like to have the reason for that, why you like history, geography, but not maths, biology, or chemistry.
Sir, maths, biology, and chemistry is a very difficult subject and boring subject.
R
Uh,
are very difficult, are very difficult and boring. Yeah, yeah, you said that, boring. You know, uh, for some people it is interesting, for some it is boring. When some what we say, like something which is very difficult to understand is always a boring thing for me. you know if I don't understand something, then definitely it is a boring stuff. Yeah. Okay, then why history and geography is interesting? What do you say that?
sir, it is uh, it they are easy subjects, and it is easy to understand.
Yeah, they are easy to understand, or it is very easy to understand them. You can say that it is easy to understand them, or they are very easy to understand. Yeah, that's good. And anything else you like about history, or you must remember the okay, when the Battle of Plassey happened? I don't know myself. Don't worry. So it's okay. Uh, yeah, yeah. You know Babar?
So yes,
Who was who was he?
sir, he was a man.
Oh my
And
God, we didn't know that. Oh my God. Ronit, actually you clarified today. We were not aware that he was a man. My goodness. Come on. I was just thinking that, oh, was Babar a female? Okay. So, okay, we got it. We got it. Okay. I understand that why you like history. Marks, good marks. Geography, good marks. I got it. And what about English? Nobody likes English. Oh my God, you broke my heart. Three of you. Oh, she said. Mehak is trying to say something. Mehak is saying that. Mehak, you want to say something? Please say something. Okay, I'll write English over
Sir,
there.
I love English.
Oh, okay. Why so?
Sir, because you teach.
Okay. I didn't actually. Did you get the answer? I didn't get the answer actually. Your voice was cutting. What did you say?
Sir, because you teach fabulous.
I teach. Okay. But in your school, don't say something about school, okay? Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I can understand that. English is a very beautiful what we say subject and the language as well. Um, I love Punjabi. Let me tell you, I love Punjabi. Meena ma'am's class. Okay, I remember that there was a chapter, very funny chapter in ninth and 10th class. There was a very funny chapter, second chapter or first chapter. The language was, fabulous in that.
Sir, Pota Pandi.
Potapandi, yeah. So language was very funny in that one. I remember that the kids used to be always, jovial, discussing all that stuff. I don't know, like why. So, okay. I hope so that you have gotten your PT teachers now, new PT teachers. Did you get your PT teachers?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, do you enjoy playing outside now in the playground? Okay, you all enjoy yourself. Uh, I have to sleep now. It's 15 past 12. I have to sleep because if I will not sleep, I will not like wake up at 5:30 because if I'll wake up at 5:30, then I can make my breakfast. Thank you very much and good night. Lots of respect and love from your teacher. Bye bye. Take care. Good night.
thank
Bye,
you,
Thank
sir.
you,
sir.
sir.
Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you,
Bye bye.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye, Ronit.